Hi guys, I'm certainly no fan of Patrick Maguire, journalist for The Times, but what he said here was funny because it was true, and that made it even more funny. So he's describing Labour MPs jumping on board a bandwagon that doesn't make a lot of sense. Have a listen to this.
How are you?
Do you want the honest answer?
I think I do. We've got a bit of time.
I'm pretty wound up. I was scrolling through Twitter, now known as X.
Heard of it, yeah.
And I was bombarded with Labour MP after Labour MP saying, Zoran Mamdani shows us how to win. You know, we finally know how to beat reform. And I just look at these people and think, get real. Just get real. Like, get a grip. Why don't you try, now you've worked out how to win in New York, trying to win in Wales, trying to win in Labour's historic heartlands, to use that dreadful cliche. You know, they've worked out, apparently, that the way to save progressivism is to run a singularly charismatic, brilliant communicator who understands the modern attention economy against a disgraced sex pest who killed a load of old people during COVID, allegedly, or that's how people in New York see him, and do it in the biggest liberal city, one of the biggest liberal cities in America. And that's apparently how you beat Nigel Farage and challengers to your left as a singularly unpopular government in a parliamentary system in Britain. It's just, I'm just sick of this. And also, where were these people when Labour won 11% of the vote in Caerphilly? Like, get real, guys. Get a grip.
But I mean...
It's true, though. It's true. You know, this idea that we just copy and paste. Somebody was successful on the other side of the pond. What did he do? He was really good at communicating. He was pushing progressive policies, things that these Labour MPs would probably agree with. What we need to do is copy and paste that, and then we can defeat Nigel Farage. It's funny because it's true. It's so ridiculous. True as in we have to laugh at the idea that somebody thinks that they can do that. Look, is there somebody like Mamdani in Britain? Yes, it's Zach Polanski. Zach Polanski is pushing progressive policies. Zach Polanski is charismatic. He's really good at communications. I mentioned during I think it was during the live stream, I was mentioning it after the live stream, how Zach Polanski will take insults directed at him, screenshot them, repost them on social media, and then add a link to join the Green Party. It's a brilliant way to manipulate the media. And the media attack him. He copies and pastes it into his own social media feed and gets some mileage out of it. Exactly what Nigel Farage was doing before. That's how you use the media to your advantage. And Mamdani was doing exactly the same in New York. You know, the right-wing media were attacking him. He was using it to his advantage. So Labour MPs, as Patrick Maguire pointed out, it doesn't make a lot of sense for Labour MPs to say, this is how we defeat Nigel Farage in Wales. This is how we defeat Nigel Farage nationally, by running a charismatic candidate with progressive policies. Now, they may say, well, we do have progressive policies. What are they? See, it doesn't matter, as I keep saying, if you have progressive policy, if you have left-wing socialist policies, if people don't know about them. You know, you don't have a charismatic leader. Nobody would admit that Keir Starmer is charismatic. Even his biggest fans would admit that, yeah, he's not very good at communicating his messages. He's not very good at coming across as a normal person. Maybe he does it, you know, when he's not in front of a camera, but that's no good. He has to do it in front of a camera. So he has to communicate. So he's not good at that. So you can't use that template, the New York template in the UK. And of course, the issues are completely different in the sense that Mamdani was running against the incumbent. He was running against the system. Keir Starmer can't run against the system because he is the system now. So I don't know. I share, in a sense, Patrick Maguire's frustration here, but I honestly don't understand how anyone can see this as, this is what we need to do to defeat Nigel Farage. No, I keep saying the way you defeat Nigel Farage is you implement progressive policies, you implement measures that improve the lives of ordinary people, you show that the incumbent is on the side of the public, not you're attacking the incumbent. Boris Johnson tried to present himself as the anti-establishment candidate when he was Prime Minister. And it didn't work because he was Prime Minister. So you need to, if you're going to fight, you need to fight on your turf. You need to say, this is what we're doing, communicate it to the public, and they have to be policies that improve people's lives. We keep hearing about tax cuts now. We keep hearing about tax rises. We keep hearing about austerity. We keep hearing about, no, we're not actually going to go down the road of austerity. We're going to improve public services. Well, you need to have one message. It needs to be clear, and the public need to feel some sort of improvement in their lives. You can't look at what Mamdani was doing in New York and try and copy that. It's a different situation, a complete and utter different kettle of fish. So I understand why some Labour MPs are looking at it as a win for progressives. They see themselves as progressives. But if they want to see the Labour Party as progressives, they need to get their skates on. They need to start pushing the party in that direction. They need to convince the public that they're on their side. And so far, they're not doing a very good job of it. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.